Hey guys, hope you're doing well. What if I told you that you can live and work in Europe without a visa? Shocking, right? Well, that's completely true. There's a country in Europe where you don't need any work permit, any visa, or any resident permit as well. You'll just need a valid passport. You can even take your family members along as there's absolutely no visa requirement for anyone. There's just one key requirement. You must prove you can financially support yourself, but the amounts required are really low. And since you don't need any visa, you can actually just fly there and begin looking for a job and attend interviews in person. This could be your entry pathway into Europe, and you can also get access to the EU job market easily by doing this. What's more is that there are extremely low taxes due to a tax treaty established in 1920, and there's currently a high demand for foreign workers with experience in tourism, construction, healthcare, and mining, among other sectors. In this video, I'll give you complete details about moving to this country. I'll explain why anyone does not need any visa or work permit or residence permit to enter this European country and begin working and settling for life. I'll tell you more about this country, its location, the pros and cons of moving there as a foreign worker, the almost negligible funds required, the jobs that are more in demand, the average salaries foreign workers can earn there, websites and portals that foreign workers can use to get jobs, and the step-by-step guide on how foreign workers can just fly there and begin working, so do watch the video till the end. Hey guys, it's Jason from Dream Canada. If you're new to the channel, I show people how to save their money and immigrate to new countries through my videos without the help of any immigration consultants or agents or lawyers. You can find all the process instructions for you to apply on your own through this channel. Subscribe now because all the information provided here is completely free, and answer all your queries in the comment section and on my social handles on Instagram and Twitter, so don't forget to follow us there as well. You can even get in touch with us directly via WhatsApp on the number shared on the screen. Now, which country in Europe is this? The European country I'm talking about is Svalbard. Svalbard is a visa-free zone, meaning anyone can enter without a visa, live and even seek work. Its largest settlement is Longyearbyen, which is the administrative center of Svalbard. Coming to the location, Svalbard is an Arctic archipelago located halfway between mainland Norway and the North Pole. Coming to the political status, though under Norwegian sovereignty, Svalbard is governed under a unique international treaty, the Svalbard Treaty of 1920, which grants complete visa-free entry to all countries of the world and equal economic rights to citizens of over 40 signatory countries. Coming to taxes, the Spitsbergen Treaty of 1920 established full Norwegian sovereignty over this country. This treaty limits Norway's right to collect taxes to that of providing services on Svalbard. Therefore, Svalbard has a lower income tax than mainland Norway, and there is no value-added tax. The lowest tax rate is just 8%, and the highest tax rate you'll have to pay is just 22%. As a comparison, tax rates in Germany are 45%. Regarding the population, it's just around 2,500 to 3,000 residents, including people from over 50 countries that live mainly in the most populous city, Longyearbyen, which was known as Longyear City until 1926. In fact, the reason why Svalbard has residents from so many foreign countries is the visa-free work and stay that Svalbard offers. Now, why don't you need a resident visa or work permit or any other visa in Svalbard? The key points to remember are that anyone, regardless of nationality, can live and work in Svalbard without any visa, work permit or residence permit. But this applies only to Svalbard, not mainland Norway or any other Schengen country. Now, how is this possible? The Svalbard Treaty ensures non-discriminatory access for work, residence and commerce to citizens of treaty signatory nations, which include most of Europe, the US, Russia, India and many more. Norwegian immigration laws do not apply in full to Svalbard, meaning no entry visa, work permit or residence permit is enforced. Coming to the pros of moving to this country, there's visa-free access for all nationalities, the freedom to live and work without bureaucracy, creating an entry pathway into Europe, tax-free salaries. Svalbard has low or no income tax, increasing the take-home pay. There's a high demand for skilled workers with opportunities in tourism, construction, healthcare and mining. Also, the stunning natural environment with a unique Arctic landscape with polar bears, northern lights and 24-hour daylight in summer. Also, there's a small, safe international community with a tight-knit society with people from around the world. Now for the cons of moving to Svalbard, the extreme climate comes first with very cold, dark winters and the polar night lasting weeks. There's also a high cost of living as most goods are imported, making food and necessities expensive. However, your salaries more than cover these costs. Also, there's limited services, there's basic infrastructure, limited healthcare, schools, and no higher education institutions. There's also no social welfare for foreigners. If you can't support yourself, you may be deported. It's also remote and isolated with few flights, limited internet, and long distances to the mainland. Now, for the in-demand jobs for foreign workers, we start with tourism and hospitality with jobs for tour guides, hotel staff, chefs, and waiters. Construction comes next with skilled labor, engineers, electricians, and plumbers. Logistics and transport comes next with port workers, delivery drivers, and supply chain staff. Healthcare comes next with demand for nurses, doctors, and emergency medical personnel. Also, mining, some specialized positions in coal mining still exist. Then there's education and childcare with demand for teachers and daycare staff for locals' families. Coming to the average salaries you can earn in Svalbard, a tour guide can earn between $3,000 to $4,500 every month. Hotel and restaurant staff can earn $2,500 to $3,500 every month. Construction workers can earn $4,000 to $5,500 per month. Healthcare staff can earn $4,500 to $7,000 per month, and admin roles can earn between $3,500 to $6,000 every month. Kindly note, there's nil or minimal income tax, but housing may be expensive or included by your employer. Now for the 5 job portals for finding jobs in Svalbard. The first one is nav.no, which is Norway's national job portal. You can search Svalbard or Longyearbyen. Next comes jobnorge.no with jobs across Norway, including Svalbard-specific roles. Thirdly, fin.no, a popular classifieds with job listings including Svalbard. Other sites would include svalbard.net, a community site for residents, and polarpermits.no with information on permits and logistics for Arctic work with job links. Now for the proof of funds for moving to Svalbard as of 2025, remember that Svalbard is a visa-free zone, meaning anyone can enter here without a visa, live, and even seek work. However, there's one key requirement: you must prove you can financially support yourself and your family, otherwise you can even be deported. You can either have these funds deposited in your bank or have a job offer beforehand with a salary covering these amounts. As a general rule of thumb, the 2025 estimates for the minimum living cost per month is around 12,000 to 15,000 Norwegian krones or 1,100 to 1,400 US dollars. The recommended proof of funds for around 6 months of stay would be 80,000 to 100,000 Norwegian krones, which would be 7,300 to 9,200 US dollars. This is not an official fixed amount, but a reasonable estimate to demonstrate your financial stability. The governor's office will evaluate your ability to support yourself based on your situation, for example, your job offer, your bank balance, or your accommodation plan, or a combination of all of them. Now for the step-by-step guide to move and work in Svalbard. Step 1 is to search and apply for jobs. You can use the job portals listed above. Contact employers directly, especially hotels, tour companies, and construction firms. You can either do this from your home country or in person after flying to Svalbard, as you won't need any visa anyway. Next, you have to get a job offer and employer support. Many employers may help with housing, as rentals are scarce and expensive. Kindly note, you must support yourself, as authorities will deport people unable to afford living costs. Next, you have to book your travel. You can fly to Norway and then take a flight to Longyearbyen, which is the administrative center of Svalbard. Check if you need a Schengen transit visa to travel through Norway. No visa is needed for Svalbard itself. Step 4 is to arrive in Longyearbyen. Present your passport and proof of funds or job offer if it's asked. There's no immigration control within Svalbard itself. Lastly, you'll have to register locally. You'll have to register with the governor of Svalbard for residency purposes. You'll get a D number, which is a temporary Norwegian ID number for banking, healthcare, etc. Coming to some important notes, there's absolutely no welfare or public assistance. Foreigners must prove financial self-sufficiency. Coming to healthcare, it's limited and expensive, so it's best to bring your own health insurance. Housing is difficult to find independently, so try to secure this through your employer if it's possible. So some final thoughts. Svalbard offers a rare opportunity to live and work in Europe without a visa, but the Arctic environment, limited infrastructure, and self-sufficiency requirements make it suitable only for those ready for adventure and resilience. Alright guys, so that was how you can live and work in Europe without a visa. For more immigration tips, do subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified for new updates. Thanks for watching and all the best for your application.